So today we are going, well, I'm going to, because we're practicing social distancing. So what I'm going to do is put in a new set of Viking shocks, double adjustable Crusaders, and the billet shock mounts from UPR Racing. Hey, Snow, keep your distance. So we're going to put in these and these. First thing I did was I took these and the bump stops off my original shocks sitting over there and trimmed them, obviously because I'm a lot lower, and slid them on. So what I had to do was go out and get this tool so I could put those split rings on. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put on those split rings, and put the shields back on. Then I'm going to jack that car up, put it on jack stands in the ass, and get to it. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright, well, I got the wheels off and saw that this is what a daily driver looks like after winter. Crap everywhere. So I'm going to take the pressure washer to it, let it dry, and then we will be back. Alrighty, well, it was a little bit of a struggle, but we got those bolts down there. Came in from the top and used a big Allen key on the bottom with some deep creep to get into the rust that's in those bolts there. And this up top here, so loosen those out, is an 18 mil. If you can't see it there, 18 mil. So we're going to pop the top out. We're going to pop this out first so we can get the nut off the top of there a little easier without it, hopefully without it spinning too much. And then we'll take the final bolt out of the bottom down there. So hold tight. Alright, we're about to assemble these. I got the dust boot on. That little washer that comes with the UPR mounts goes right on top like that. Then put this on the right way, otherwise you won't get it on. It goes on like this. Like this. They're in. Do the bottom first. It'll be way easier to get a ratchet on those. I have the compression and rebound set. The compression is set at 9 of the 18 clicks and rebound at 3 to try to bring it up nice and slow so it's not very bouncy. And after you get those tightened in, you can do the tops. This does adjust back and forth, so just make sure you got it seated nicely in both of the pockets recessed for it, and put your stock bolts in, tighten them down the best you can. I didn't bother torquing them. They've been in and out 2 or 3 times now. Just make sure they're nice and tight. Put a little bit of a breaker bar or extender on there and give them a couple more clicks down. But that's our upgraded rear suspension now. The other shocks were absolutely seized. There was no adjustability left on them, so I came up with this, and I didn't even bother trying to take these off the other ones. They're all one piece junk in there now, in the garbage. Yeah, but we'll get the wheels back on and see how she rides. Wheels are all torqued up. Let's go out for a test drive with the fart can. Keep your distance. Could have the kung flu. Well, I gotta say, I'm cruising along some pretty bumpy ass roads, and I don't think that's a cop. Okay, we're good. And it's actually pretty smooth. The compression is set at 9 clicks, so pretty much right in the middle, and the rebound is at 3. I may move that to 4 at some point. I just have to see how hard it is to get under there and do the adjustment. Right now, these are working pretty good. I've played with it a couple times. She hooks good, she corners good. Better than it did with the other shocks that were pretty much foobar. But yeah, that's my mountains. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back in the next week, hopefully, with the new wheels. We'll unveil them, the 19-inch forged wheels with some, I forget what tires I got, but they'll be here next week too, so they'll be in the video as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with you next week.